What's up, everybody? My name's Caleb. I'm the magician that will be teaching you how to never pay for another drink ever again. So to do this, you're going to have to go into the bar or restaurant with a deck of cards, and you're going to tell your friend or whoever, your stranger, whoever it is that you're going to try and scam a drink off of, to tell them to pick a card. And beforehand, of course, you might want to show them, okay, all the cards are different, every single one of them. They're not all, the same card, whatever. You're going to tell them to choose any card they want. Let's say they choose this one. Doesn't really matter. And tell them to show all their friends, whatever. In this case, 10 of diamonds. Obviously, we don't know that. But they show their friends, oh, 10 of diamonds, here it is, whatever. And you tell them to cut the deck, put their card back, and you're going to complete the cut, and then tell them they can cut the cards as many times as they want. Doesn't really make a difference if they cut it once or 100 times. Then you're going to say, well, I'm going to try and feel, just based on the oils or whatever, to try and see if I can find your card. So as you start dealing them out here, you might want to go a little quick. You don't want to go, really slow, or they're going to get bored. So I kind of go at a brisk pace, just looking, thinking, oh, okay, I'm not sure if this is it. You can do a little acting here. Nah, that's not quite it. You're just going to keep going and going and going and going and going. And then oh, I'm getting closer, I think, oh, wait a minute. Aha. Here we are. And then, here's the fun part. You bet them, if the next card I turn over is your card, would you give me a free beer, a shot of Hennessy, whatever? Obviously, they'll say yes, for a very good reason. And then you're going to go, oh, okay. Well, I'll take that shot now. Pretty cool concept here, because they're thinking that this card you're about to turn over is the card you're insinuating when you say, the next card I turn over. When they can see their card already down here, they're going to be thinking, he's already missed it, he's already passed it by like 6 cards, too late. They think they got this in the bag, and you pull a fast one over on them. So, here's how it works. Pretty simple. All you do is you do what we call memorize a key card. That would be the Ace of Spades. The key card I put on the bottom. It doesn't have to be Ace of Spades, of course. It can be any card you want. You can even have them shuffle and just glimpse the bottom of the deck. But I will use Ace of Spades for simplicity purposes. And then you'd say, okay, pick any card you want, obviously. And this part's kind of important because we don't want to mess this up. This is kind of the only part you really can screw up very easily. You're going to say, okay, look at your card. While they're looking at their card, and you're going to have to cut the deck. You're going to make sure that you cut that Ace of Spades. They put their card back. Make sure that goes on top. I've seen, and I've taught this trick before, I've seen people go like this, and then they put the card here. Well, that's not going to help us because Ace of Spades is over here. So what we do is we say, okay, cut the card, put their card, 6 of hearts, put it back, and then, and this is actually pretty fair, it's almost more fair because we're cutting the cards and putting their card in the middle. So to the spectator, that looks fair. Then of course they can cut the cards as many times as they want. Sometimes people will say, well, what happens if they perfectly cut that Ace of Spades and somehow, the key card is here and their card is here? Well, again, it's not going to matter because your key card then would be on the bottom. You would see it right away. When you pick up the cards, you would know, oh, well, there's my Ace of Spades again, so I know the top card is going to be theirs. That never really happens. I've done this thousands of times. Literally, I've probably made hundreds of dollars in drinks from doing this. That has never happened. And if it does, again, you've got a fail safe. You just check the bottom if you really want to, if you're really afraid of that. But after they've cut the cards a few times, you're going to do a little bit of acting here. You're going to be going through. All you're looking for is your key card, Ace of Spades. You have no idea what their card is. Now, in this case, I just got to it. Did you see what I did there? It's really important. We want to lay down, you see your key card. I go, okay, Ace of Spades, that's my card. Then we lay down their card. But you don't just want to stop here and be is that it? You want to play down a few more cards. But don't cover up their card like this, because then they're not going to know. They could think, oh, that was the 6 of diamonds. That could have been a completely different card. It could have been a 5, and I didn't really pay attention. I always lay it off to the side like this, so they can see it. But I keep going. If you watch it back, you'll see I keep kind of dealing the cards out. So now they can plainly see their card, and the entire time you're talking about, oh, would you bet this money, whatever, they're thinking, well, yeah, I'm going to take the bet. I can tell he missed it. And he thinks he thinks it's going to be one of these cards, and it's not. It's right here. And of course, you know that already because you've been following the Ace of Spades. So then after I lay a few more cards out, I say, the next card I turn over is going to be your card. Okay, fine, they accept the bet, whatever. You don't want to say this card. If you ever say this, you're kind of screwed because they're going to say, oh, you told me it was that one, and you're kind of looking like a liar. So you want to say the next card I turn over, They say yes. I kind of wave it around. I don't wave it around, but I'm like, okay, the next card I turn over. I'm doing this whole pointing thing, making them think this is going to be the card I'm turning over. And then, very slowly, you don't want them to miss this. You put it back, grab that 6, and turn it over. There's no way out. There's no other excuse. You did exactly what you said. The next card you turned over was this one. And that is how you get free drinks as long as you practice this for more than 5 seconds. Cool. Thank you. Thanks for clicking.